Good evening. Good evening. Welcome back to the Average Tom Show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much coming to you from the news studio in the dungeon. In the dungeon. Yes, all my previous studios, I've been moved out, and all my ideas have been shot down. So we end up down here in the dungeon. I only do this for fun, to come up with an idea, or something just hits me that I feel like talking about. So here I am. And today what I want to talk about, I don't know if a lot of you people at night have to have a fan on or a radio or anything like that, but I do. I have to have a radio. And it can't be jamming music. It really can't be music that I'm not used to, because I'll be listening for the lyrics or whatever, and wanting to sing along or hum along. So I usually listen to things that I'm familiar with. So I usually do like a 70s type of music. And I use the TuneIn app on my phone, and I found a streaming channel called Left Coast 70s. And Left Coast 70s, it's mellow hits of the 70s, and they describe it like as the California sound. And I'll be honest, the first probably 3 weeks that I was listening to this channel, I did not hear any song twice. It was amazing. A lot of bands I never heard of. Some bands that I heard of had never heard of the songs. They do play some popular stuff by Chicago, Little River Band, and others that were popular in the 70s. But you rarely, if ever, hear the same song from one day to the next. So it's awesome. So that's what I listen to. Mellow music puts me to sleep. So. And so that's what got me into this. One night as I'm laying there, I heard this song. And it was probably one of the most beautiful songs I'd ever heard. And I was pretty sure it was by Linda Ronstadt. I listened to quite a bit of her in my life. My mom was a fan. We had some albums. So I'm like, my God, I gotta see who this is. So I roll over, grab my phone, turn on the screen, and yes, it's Linda Ronstadt with a song that's called If He's Ever Near. Never heard of it before. How it was not a hit is beyond me, because it was just as good or better than any other song that she had ever sang that got radio play. So that got me going. So I was checking it out one day, and I typed in to see if he's ever near Linda Ronstadt. Well, that came up, but then what also came up was if he's ever near Karla Bonoff. And I was a little bit familiar with her because she had a hit song in, I don't know, about 82 maybe, called Personally. And, you can check that video out on YouTube. They even got the video on there when she performed that lip sync wise on American Bandstand. Well, Karla Bonoff wrote the song, and she even sang it, which I, here just recently, I heard that on Left Coast 70s, and it's very similar. Her voice is similar to Linda Ronstadt, so the arrangements are very similar. I think I prefer Linda Ronstadt's voice a little better on it, but so check out both of them and see which one you like best. Karla Bonoff was more known as a songwriter. She wrote some songs for Linda Ronstadt herself. Lynn Anderson, Winona Judd, I think, sang a song written by her called Tell Me Why. She wrote Home, that Karla Bonoff sings, but then Bonnie Raitt sang it, and it's probably more popular by her. But So yeah, today I was checking out some other Karla Bonoff songs, and you know, you got to give her a listen. Do like her greatest hits on YouTube. I mean, it's well worth it. And then in thinking about Karla Bonoff and Bonnie Raitt and Linda Ronstadt, I thought, you know, there's really a lot of good female artists out there that people don't know of, and I just happen to find out about them. I use Amazon, and when I play a song or listen to songs about once a month, they give me a discovery mix that I listen to, and one of the people that comes up was Dana Fuchs, and she's kind of classified as a blues artist, but a lot of stuff that she sings is kind of soulful. There's some R&B, she does some rock, she did an album of Beatles songs. But Dana Fuchs, she's got a really great song. Living on Sunday is one of them that's very good. Songbird. And then there's kind of a tearjerker song called Faithful Sinner, which she wrote while her dad was dying in the hospital. She talks about it in one of the videos, how he was a devout Catholic, and she wrote this while she was sitting there watching him die. There's a Dana Abbott band. One of the songs that I really like by her is Ooh Wee La La. And it's kind of a bouncy little tune, got a good beat, you know, you can dance to it. I'd give it probably a 90, you know, on the American Bandstand scale. There's another group called Trigger Hippie. And I believe there's one or two members of the Black Crowes that form this band. And there's been a couple different lineups, but they have, couple female singers. That they weren't in the band together, but that song is one of the songs that I listen to is Heartache on the Line by Trigger Hippie. One of the other good female singers is Daniela Cotton. And the song that you probably ought to check out on YouTube is It's Only Life. Then there's a Nikki Bloom, B-L-U-H-M, and her song that is playing on Amazon was called A Little Too Late. And then I found out, excuse me, I don't have a cough button. There's a band that I'd never heard of, and again on the Discovery Mix, called Coral Moons. And never heard of them again. Their lead singer woman, whose name is Carly Craft, I listened to some of them, and they play a variety of stuff. They say that they're influenced by Tedeschi Trucks Band and Lake Street Drive. And Lake Street Drive was another band I was going to mention. And their fabulous lead singer, Rachel Price. And the song of theirs that caught my attention was Hypotheticals. And I think they've put out like about 8 albums or so. And nobody's really ever heard of them, which is a shame, because they're very good. And there's just so much talent out in the world. You want to know how some people get found, discovered, popular, and others don't. Because all these people I mentioned, I'd rather listen to them on the radio than I would a Katy Perry or a Britney Spears or anybody like that. So just kind of do a deep dive into YouTube and check these women out. Again, Karla Bonoff, B-O-N-O-F-F. And of course, Linda Ronstadt, she's popular. Dana Fuchs, F-U-C-H-S. Dana Abbott Band, Trigger Hippie, Daniela Cotton, Nikki Bloom, Coral Moons, and Lake Street Drive. That's all I have for you at this point. Yeah, not exciting, not funny, just trying to give people ideas for some other music they could listen to. So we'll see you later.